Today, I'm HASIF bin ISMAIL from 6BME 3 will present about facilities and infrastructure in air that contribute to aviation industry. The last question is about hub and spoke operations. The hub and spoke system was developed as one of the results from US airline regulations. Prior to establishing this system, airlines operated point-to-point routing, which was often not cost-efficient. The concept of the hub and spoke system was to concentrate traffic to one airport, the major hub, from smaller national airports known as the spokes and other means of transport, and then the gathered group of passengers would be transported from the major hub to another major hub. The development of this system had enabled travelers more integrated traveling system and experience, where passengers originating from smaller regions had the ability to make transits at a major hub, where connecting flights to many other destinations are possible. At the era of point-to-point traveling, passengers may have to make land transport to smaller towns, whereas the hub and spoke system increases possible cities pairs they can enter into. However, at the same time, the frequency of flights in and out of many smaller airports had decreased as a result of major airlines exiting the market of these smaller airports and concentrate on more profitable connection routes. Alright, that's all from me. Okay, first question is, what is airport infrastructures? The Infrastructure Technology Institute of Northwestern University defines infrastructure as the sum of physical facilities that move people, goods, commodities, water, waste, energy, and information. The main and most basic purpose of infrastructure is to provide the basis for people and business to access goods, services, and activities. Infrastructures includes bridges, canals, railways, wires, cables, pipelines, roads, treatment plants, traffic signals, street lights, and most importantly, airports. According to this definition, airports themselves are considered infrastructure. However, there are a number of smaller components that make up the total that is considered airport infrastructure. The airfield facilities include runways, aprons, taxiways, and main buildings such as the passenger terminal and cargo buildings. The access facilities are primarily the roadways that lead into the airport, terminal, and cargo areas. These two components of airport infrastructure are most important in terms of regional economic development. To a lesser extent, this also considers municipal infrastructure such as water and second question is about there are three types of services inside airport infrastructure. What is the characteristic of the service provision and function? The firstly is the airfield services. The airfield, gates, air bridges, and all facilities associated with the movement of aircraft. All facilities considered beyond the passenger security areas, which is runways, taxiways, and aprons. Services provided on a monopolistic mode by nature. Guaranteed cost-related pricing allows commercial service provision. Pricing mechanisms usually do not incorporate competitive factors. As example, landing charges and airport passenger charges. Although they could be the subject of contracts with airlines, competition between airport is a relevant factor as is competition law. The second one is landside services. Facilities associated with the movement of passengers and baggage to and from aircraft. Airport facilities credited to serve passengers into and inside the terminal areas, which is passengers, services, foods and beverages concessions, duty-free and car parking. Services can be provided on a competitive basis so that airlines and passengers can usually find competing providers. Pricing mechanisms tend to incorporate some type of competitive factor. However, highly influenced by the airport, separate ownership of terminals has occurred, including by airlines. Well-run services can contribute to the efficient recovery of airport fixed costs. The last one is security and safety services. Facilities associated with the provision of police, security, customs, immigration, fire and rescue services to allow the full range of international connections on a continuing basis. These services will need to be certified as meeting evolving international best practices. What is the characteristic of service and functions of air navigation services? The core services, given their nature, are provided on a stationary monopoly mode. International agreements require a cost recovery indiscriminatory approach to charging. The pricing mechanism usually does not incorporate a competitive factor, as example, overflight and approach charges. With reduced telecommunications costs, services can be provided remotely in many cases that allows more cost-effective regional provision of services, for example, as well as potential competition of the market. There is evidence of possible significant economic scale. These oversight services and the safeguarding of international standards and recommendations are provided by the relevant government agency responsible for the technical regulation of the sector, which is Civil Aviation Authority and Ministry of Transport. Provided the key national accountabilities are clearly established, the necessary skill, technical support for the effective delivery of the accountabilities can be contracted for internationally. Where established global agencies such as ICAO performs the role of international oversight of air transport activities, plus they contribute with the setting and maintenance of international benchmarks for air safety and safety standards. Explain about low-cost terminal infrastructure and how the infrastructures and facilities contribute to industry or airlines. In some cases, the designs of a low-cost carrier terminal mimic old designs of an airport terminal, such as the former airport of Hong Kong, Kai Tak Airport. With a stripped down airport terminal, airports can be reduced daily operating costs significantly, thereby passing along the savings to budget airlines and ultimately their passengers. It specifically entails cost reduction from normal airports in terms of, first one is physical bidding. Physical bidding. Okay, the first is foregoing expensive architectural design for simple boxy warehouse-like design. Second one is low ceilings, foregoing steel and glass structures to reduce air conditioning overheated costs. And the second one is amenities. Amenities may have a fewer choice in terms of restaurants and duty-free shops, and decoration may be mostly airline advertisements. Okay, the second one is support structures. Okay, the long corridors, moving walkways and jet bridges are replaced by transport with airport buses and boarding with air stairs. This also allows quicker plane turnaround time, which may lower landing fee and increase aircraft utilization. Baggage handling is much simplified. As an example, some facilities like baggage crossers. However, these terminals may also have modern facilities such as Wi-Fi and be comfortably air-conditioned. A German study, Swanson 2007, of course, showed that Malaysia's KLIA and Changi's LCCT's airlines will charge roughly 2/3 and 3/4 the total of cost of landing at the main terminal. For budget-sensitive carriers, any savings advantage can be critical. KLIA-2, built as the world's largest purpose-built terminal dedicated to low-cost carrier, is designed to cater for 45 million passengers a year with future capacity expansion capability. Built at a cost of $1.3 billion USD, KLIA-2 started commercial operation on 2nd May 2014 at the Kuala Lumpur International Airport. The last question is about hub and spoke operations. The hub and spoke system was developed as one of the results from US airline deregulations. Prior to establishing this system, airlines operated point-to-point routing, which was often not cost-efficient. The concept of the hub and spoke system was to concentrate traffic to one airport, the major hub, from smaller national airports known as the spokes and other means of transport, and then the gathered group of passengers would be transported from the major hub to another major hub. The development of this system had enabled travelers more integrated travelling system and experience, where passengers originating from smaller regions had the ability to make transits at a major hub, where connecting flights to many other destinations are possible. At the era of point-to-point travelling, passengers may have to make land transport to smaller towns, whereas the hub and spoke system increases possible cities pairs they can enter into. However, at the same time, the frequency of flights in and out of many smaller airports had decreased as a result of major airlines exiting the market of these smaller airports and on more profitable connection routes. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you for watching my videos. I hope you guys enjoy my just simple videos, and that's all from me. Alright.